Please marry me. Billionaire single dad begs a homeless woman what she asked. In return, shocked. A 40-year-old billionaire in a navy blue suit kneels on a dirty street, holding a red velvet ring box to a homeless woman in torn brown clothes. 3 years ago, she saved his daughter's life and vanished. Now he's found her and begging her to marry him. But what she demands in return will shock you. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments what time is it and where are you watching from. Let's start. James Morrison, a 40-year-old billionaire in a navy blue suit and dark blue tie, stood on Fifth Avenue scanning the crowded street. His expensive silver watch caught the sun as his heart pounded. For 3 years, he'd been searching for one person. Then he saw her, his breath caught in his throat. After 1,000 dead ends and sleepless nights, there she was, the woman who haunted his dreams, the hero who saved his world and vanished like smoke. Against a brick wall sat a young woman, about 25 years old, with matted brown hair. She wore a torn brown jacket over a tattered gray shirt and filthy brown pants. Her feet were wrapped in rags. A small backpack held everything she owned. Even through the dirt, James recognized her. Sarah Mitchell, the woman who saved his daughter's life. He walked toward her, legs shaking. "Excuse me." The woman flinched. "I'm not bothering anyone. Please, no trouble." "Sarah?" James whispered. "Sarah Mitchell?" Her eyes went wide. "How do you know my name?" "Because 3 years ago," James's voice broke, "you saved my daughter's life. You threw yourself in front of a truck, then you disappeared." Sarah's face went pale. "The little girl, Sophie, she's 8 now, alive because of you. I've spent every day looking for you." Sarah remembered. She'd been homeless 6 months. Saw a 5-year-old blonde girl chase a ball into traffic. A delivery truck speeding toward her, driver on his phone. Sarah didn't think, just ran. Grabbed the child, threw her to safety. The truck's mirror slammed Sarah's shoulder. Blood everywhere. The man in the suit came running. Sarah stumbled away before he could ask questions. "You saved my baby," James said. "You were hurt. You asked for nothing. I hired 5 investigators to find you." "You don't owe me anything," Sarah said. "Anyone would have done it." 30 people watched. Only you moved. He pulled out a red velvet ring box, opening it to reveal a massive diamond. "I know this seems insane, but I've thought about this every day for 3 years. You risked everything for a stranger's child. Let me give you the life you deserve." "Sarah Mitchell, will you marry me?" People stopped dead. Someone gasped. Phones came out. "What?" Sarah looked shocked. "Are you insane? I know you're brave. I know you saved the most important person in my world. I know you've been on these streets 3.5 years. You deserve better." "So this is charity?" Sarah's voice turned cold. "Rich man saves poor homeless woman? No, this is me repaying an impossible debt. Please, just hear me out." Sarah stopped. "What kind of deal?" "The truth? My mother is dying. Cancer. 6 months left. Her dying wish is seeing me married, knowing Sophie has a mother figure. My wife died when Sophie was 2. It's been just us since." "So you want a fake wife for your dying mother?" "A partnership," James insisted. "You get a home, safety, food. Sophie meets her hero. My mother gets peace. Everyone wins." Sarah stared at this billionaire kneeling on filthy sidewalk in his perfect suit, holding out a ring worth more than she'd make in 10 lifetimes. Part of her wanted to scream yes, but she'd survived by being smart. "I have conditions," Sarah said slowly, and you won't like what I ask for. Anything, whatever you want. Careful what you promise, billionaire. Sarah stood, looking him in the eye. First, I don't want your money. No bank accounts, no credit cards. I'll play your wife for your mother, but I won't be a gold digger. James blinked, stunned. That's very reasonable. I'm not done. Second, I want a real job, not fake work. I earn my own money. Can you handle that? Of course. What work did you do? Social worker. Helped homeless teenagers find resources, housing, counseling. I was good at it. Then the nonprofit lost funding. I lost everything. Ended up here. I can make calls. Get you back into that field. Still not done, Sarah interrupted. Here's where you tell me to go to hell. I want you to fund a homeless shelter, not some tiny thing, a massive facility, a real shelter that actually helps people. She stepped closer. Women and children, full medical facilities, doctors, nurses, medications, mental health counseling, job training that leads to real employment, child care so mothers can work. Everything people need to escape the streets, not just survive. Do you know how much that would cost? Tens of millions, maybe more. Too expensive? Then take your ring and leave. She grabbed her backpack. Why? James asked desperately. Why not ask for yourself? Cars, jewelry, clothes? Sarah's eyes filled with tears. Because 6 months ago, I watched a 16-year-old girl die in my arms. James felt his blood turn cold. Her name was Lily. She ran from a foster home where she was being abused. Nowhere to go, no family, no money. I found her under a bridge in January. Tried to keep her warm, shared everything I had. But it wasn't enough. Sarah's voice broke. She froze to death holding my hand. 16 years old. She died because there was nowhere safe for her. I saved your daughter from a truck, but I couldn't save Lily from the cold. There are dozens like Lily out here right now, Sarah said fiercely. Teenagers running from abuse, young mothers with babies, women escaping violence. They're dying. So if you want to thank me, don't buy me diamonds. Help me save them. James stared at this homeless woman in torn brown clothes. She could have asked for millions for herself. A mansion, a Ferrari. Instead, she demanded he help strangers. Okay, James said quietly. What? Okay, I'll fund your shelter. Everything you described. We'll do it right. You'll run it. In return, you marry me. Help with Sophie. Meet my mother. Deal? You're serious? Tens of millions because I asked? My company's worth $3 billion. This is the first time anyone's asked me to spend money on something that actually matters. So yes, I'm dead serious. This is insane. We're strangers. We're not in love. But sometimes crazy is what the world needs. Will you marry me and help me build something that matters? Sarah thought about Lily's cold hand. About all the other Lilies out there, terrified and alone. Yes, Sarah whispered. God help us both. I'll marry you. James slipped the ring on. Too big on her thin hand, but it caught the sunlight. People applauded. Someone yelled, "This is going viral. Let's get you home. Sophie's waiting 3 years to meet you." Wait, I have a dog, Max. He's kept me alive 2 years. Wherever I go, he goes. A scruffy brown mutt appeared, wagging nervously. James laughed. Of course you have a dog. He's family now, too. 3 hours later, Sarah stood in James's mansion bathroom, clean for the first time in months, wearing clothes that fit. The ring still there. Downstairs, Sophie was waiting. The little blonde girl Sarah saved. When Sarah came down, Sophie whispered, "You're the angel lady. Daddy told me about you forever." Sarah knelt. "Hi, Sophie. I'm Sarah. Sophie threw her arms around Sarah's neck. "Thank you for saving me. I love you already." Sarah looked at James, tears in his eyes. Maybe this would work. 6 months later, the Morrison family homeless shelter opened. 200 beds, full medical facilities, mental health counseling, job training, childcare. Sarah stood at the ribbon cutting in a blue dress, ring on her finger, James and Sophie beside her. "This one's for you, Lily," Sarah whispered, "and everyone like you." As doors opened to the first families, Sarah realized something. She'd married a stranger for a business deal, but somehow she'd found a real family. If this story touched your heart, smash that like button and subscribe for more incredible stories. Comment what you would ask for in Sarah's position. See you in the next one.